Hey, my name's Georgine, and I want to talk about 5 different things you can do when you hear the cue Vinyasa in a power flow yoga class. I find with flow and power classes, a lot of the time there are a lot of vinyasas, a lot of time in plank pose on the wrists and shoulders. And I like to offer variations, but sometimes I find when teaching a flow class, it goes to keep the flow of the class. Sometimes I won't be able to state everything that you can do and everything you can think about because of the group class settings. So I want to create this tutorial of things you can do instead, so that you can really figure out what you need during class. Things we'll go over are not only the different variations you can do, but thinking about what the shoulder placement is, where the shoulder blade is, as well as thinking about what the pelvis is doing. Because I find when I watch students in class and I'm not able to get to everyone, sometimes the pelvis or shoulders are not placed in a way that's the most efficient. So let's get started. So the first variation is starting from child's pose. It's a nice warm up. It's also a nice alternative to from downward dog. So you'd ripple forwards. I like to stay on the knees to start, and then check the shoulder blade placement. Look at what that range of motion you can get. So you want to find that middle ground. You also want to find the range of motion with your pelvis, tucking it forwards and back, and then find your middle ground, because everyone's middle is a little bit different. And then keep that length in the neck as you slowly lower yourself down to the ground. I like to start with a baby cobra. You can always go a little higher. And then I like to keep the knees on the ground when you press up, keep that neutral spine, and then press the hips back to heels. So I like to do that when my wrists and shoulders are feeling a little bit tired or it's hard to keep that engagement. Now, the second variation I'll be sharing with you is one more typical that you see from downward dog. So is it a variation? I don't know, a little bit. So from downward dog, you'd ripple forwards to the plank pose just as usual. But I like to start on the knees with this one, so it's very similar. Again, I'm doing the shoulder blade and the pelvis alignment check, the length through the back of the neck, and then really resist the ground away. Now, does it matter where the hands are? Not really. Like, place them in a way that feels good for you. And again, I like to stay on the knees and then press back to downward dog. I honestly don't like rolling over the toes. I don't find there's any benefit. Aesthetically, it looks cool. Okay, now a normal variation. So this is with the knees lifted. You can go all the way or halfway down. I'm sharing up dog here, so lifting the thighs and then pulling back to a downward dog. So that one is one I like to do every now and then, but honestly, I prefer the variations. Okay, another variation, if you're not working on the belly at all, is cat-cow. Now, not a lot of teachers I find offer this one, but I always try to encourage you to kind of take initiative if you're not really feeling the vinyasas. And then final one, this is just a supported camel, so finding the length through your tailbone. So I use my fingertips to help kind of lengthen the tail down, feel the broadness through your chest, and just try to sternum up to the ceiling, pull the shoulders back. I've actually been teaching this in flow lately, which has been nice. It's different, so gauge what instructor you go to for if you're going to add that one in. It's also really good if you're pregnant and you're not working on the belly. And then after any kind of movement, I like to kind of shake it out in a forward fold. So thanks for watching the tutorial video. If you're interested in more of these types of tutorial videos, let me know in the comments below. And also let me know what other types of tutorials you'd be interested in. Also, if you're more interested in just the sequence videos, I also have a few of those videos out, core, flow, stretch. So I'd love to hear what you'd like to see more of. And thanks for sticking around. My name's George. See you next time.